Okay, we're going to cover the task manager here, and I've already entered a couple of tasks in here just so you can see what the table look filled out, because the first time you come here, you're not going to have any tasks in there. So the first column is the date due. That's obviously when your task is going to be due. The mark complete is if you want to mark this complete, like that you've already done it, you can go ahead and mark it complete, because right now you can see the box up here says upcoming incompleted, so these are only ones that have not been done yet. This will be the name of the contact. The message that you're sending, and if you see a view button, that means if you look in the task type, you notice is the email to customer. I put that so you could actually view the email that is going to be sent, because obviously all that email wouldn't fit very well in the little column here. And then if you're going to be text notified, it'll say yes or no, or if you're going to be email notified, yes or no. And then you can edit it or you can delete this altogether. The other buttons you have up here are all incompleted. That'll be everything that you haven't done. Upcoming, which would be the same thing as these. And then the upcoming completed would be things that I'd done. I'd already completed, I marked it completed, even though it was in the future. So there's all completed is everything is red, these are things that have already been done. They've been all marked completed, and I can go to all to see everything. So if I went back to upcoming completed here, let's say this one here, for example, schedule an open house. I already talked to Matthew. I got it taken care of early. That's all completed. So I'm going to go ahead and say mark completed. It'll go off here. So now you're only going to see what's upcoming and complete. If I go to the all button here, you can see now it's on here. Maybe I clicked that by accident. I can go ahead and click it right here, and then it'll be marked complete again. So now if I go back to upcoming incompleted, it shows back up again. So that could happen where you accidentally mark something. So now, as far as creating the tasks go, we can go create new tasks. We have several choices here. We can do a general task, which is, you'll just go ahead and put a general task in there. And then you got email customer, email me, text the customer, or text me. So we'll start off with the general task here. We're going to say on, let's say next Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning, you can go ahead and click in here. We'll make it 10 o'clock in the morning. This is a general task, so I'm not going to assign it to any specific customer. And what I'm going to say is I gotta get a new super lock box. Maybe it's not for a particular house. I just want to have an extra one on hand. Now, I could also say this, this general task, if I go ahead and save it now, is just going to show up on my list, but it's never going to notify me one way or another. So I'm going to have to log in and see it on my task right on the dashboard. And I'll show you that in a second, how it's on the dashboard as well. Or I'd have to go to the context in the tasks where we're currently at to view it. So you can say if you want to be text or if you want to be emailed or both. I'm going to say, I also want this to text message me. So I'm going to hit save. And so now you can see on here, there's no name because it wasn't assigned to anybody. It's a general task. It is going to text me, and it's not going to email me. So if I made a mistake there, I can always edit it and say, you know what, I also wanted to be emailed just in case. So now you'll see that column says yes as well. So, and again, if I got this done early, like maybe I got this done a couple days from now, it was before the 5th, I can just go ahead and say mark completed, and then it's gone. And again, if I go to all, I can see it's right there, get new super box. So if we go back to we did general tasks, we go email customer or email me. Let's say the email customer, and let's say I want to email the customer. Let's say I sold somebody a house, last July or something, on July 10th. And so I'm going to go July 10th. I'm going to say the person's name was Matthew Seller. And we're going to go ahead and say happy 1 year anniversary. Okay, now in templates, you can go to email settings, or go to emails and then template designer. You can create templates. I created one called the Happy 1 Year Anniversary. And all this has is a picture, the company logo, all your information. It says hello customer, first name. And then it's Happy 1 Year Anniversary in your new home. And so I'm going to hit save. So now on July 10th at that 1 year anniversary, that person's going to get an email I don't need, it's not going to text me or email me because we did the email customer. The only time these columns would be is if you were using the text message, so or you were doing an email me, which we're not. So Anyway, so you're going to get that email is automatically going to go out. And the email me, same thing. It's identical. It looks like you can just email yourself something. Text customer. Let's say I'm going to go seller. Let's say I got Matthew Seller, and I want to text. I'm going to have, say, an open house next Saturday. So on the 10th, I want to go ahead and I'm going to put this text message in here. I'm going to say, just sending a reminder that the open house is tomorrow at 12 o'clock. Please be sure the dogs are in the backyard. Thank you. And then it says agent full name. Now, anytime you have this in the squiggly brackets, it was because I used an optional short code. So what it's going to do is it's automatically going to plug your name in there from your profile settings. Maybe you wanted it also to say hello, and then we'll go shortcodes here. We want to say customer first name. And now it's going to say, I was going to put in Matthew's first name here. It's going to say, hello, Matthew, just sending a reminder, blah, 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 and, the rest of the message here. So now you can go ahead and save that. And that's going to show up here, and it shows you exactly what that message is going to be like. You say, oh, I forgot to capitalize the H, no big deal. You can click on the edit button and just go and capitalize that and then hit save again. And you can see now it's capitalized. So real simple. You can also text yourself something. Again, that would be similar like what we were talking about with the general task, like giving you a reminder. And the difference here is you also can't do an email. Like with a general task, you can say to text you and email you. So I personally would probably use the text me if I wanted to be text something, and then I would use a general task anytime I just wanted to put something on there that I didn't really care if I got notified on. But it's totally your call. Like you might just always use the general task and just make it simple. Like just check the box and get notified as well. So whichever you want to do it. Now if I go back to the text customer or text me, the same thing. There was another drop down here that I skipped over. It was the auto SMS template. What I did there is, and I'll show you where you can create these, is there might be some things that you do all the time. Like, let's say, something like this one here. Hello, customer name. Can you please call me back at your earliest convenience? Thanks, agent full name. Maybe there's a lot of times you're saying this over and over again. You don't want to have to type that every single time. You can create some shortcut under the auto SMS template, and I will show you where that is. It's down here on the left under automation, and then you go to auto SMS. And you can see this table here. I've got like the hello customer, can you call me back? And and maybe this is the one I use all the time, right? I can go ahead and drag this in any order. So this one will be at the top. That way, in case you have a whole lot of them, you're not having to scroll through trying to figure out where it is. So I would put your most popular ones at the top. But all you do is type something in here, hit save, and it'll come down this list, and you can drag and drop it where you want. You can delete other ones off there. So so if we go back, to the tasks. Again, you can see all the tasks, and and that pretty much covers everything you need to do. Like with whether you're going to email yourself or customers or anybody else. So if you go to the dashboard, on the dashboard you can see any of the upcoming tasks that we have set. Like you'll notice you also don't have the edit, delete, and everything. So if you want to edit one or delete one, you would go back to the contacts page. But what I did do is on the front page here, I figured like there could be a lot of cases where maybe you were looking at the schedule of the open house thing here, and it was for the 6th at 10:15 a.m. but you wanted to bump that up a couple days, and so you didn't have to go to the task manager. You could just click on that and then click on a new day, hit save, and then it'll reload it, and now it's on the 8th. So if you do want to change a date or a time or something real simple to do off here, otherwise if you want to delete that task, or you'd have to go to the task manager. But you can also mark them complete here. Let's say maybe I already did that one. I can just say mark complete, and now it's gone. Okay, one more thing that I need to show you. If we go back to the task manager, I just removed my settings for emails and for text messaging, because the thing that I didn't mention was that if you go ahead and email, you click on email customer, you may see a message pop up like this. It says you must set up your emails email under emails and then email settings before you can use this option. What that is, if you go to emails over here on the left hand side and then email settings, you got to make sure that your email credentials are set up in here so that you can send out emails, because any emails are going to go out with your email credentials, which is a lot better than sending them from our server, because then you got a better chance of them not going to spam. So the other thing is, if you're going to do any text messaging, now either one of these, like if I go to text messaging, neither one of these are going to affect your general tasks. You can always do general tasks if you don't want to put your email credentials in there and you don't want to text out of the system. You can always do the general tasks, no problem. But this other one says you must set up a Twilio account under automation Twilio before you can use that option. So if you slide down here under automation, it says Twilio. You click on that. You need to fill out this, and there's a how-to video as well here. And I'm always available to help anybody out as well if they have any problems. But what you're going to do is you're going to purchase a phone number from Twilio. They will charge you $1 a month for that phone number, so it's pretty cheap. But the great thing is then all the text messaging that you're sending in and out of the system will be kept track of in this all text messages down here. So that's the nice thing, is you'll have an ongoing history of all your texting. So and if anybody calls that phone number on the text message, it will go to your actual phone number. That's why you're putting your cell phone number in here. And so anyway, and if you have any questions on that, obviously we're always available at support anytime. And so hopefully that helps you. Thank you.